And this would be the mechanic that I thought of at the moment. So with the same file, since this is all set up already, what I'm going to do is save a new Buildbox file. And this one's going to be with a different extension. This one I put platform at the time. Then I changed it to Open Runner. So in this Buildbox project, we can just have a single character because that's the one we're going to add the controls to. I renamed this one to character 3_6. So I know this one's the one I've been working on. Click into the character. For this character, we're going to add a brain box, add the animated platformer, and then add the mobile controls. Under run UI button, change it to none. Under jump UI button, change it to none. And then for the event name, add J0 because that's going to be the same event name that we're going to use for the receive and send. And then click into the character. You can see our nodes are all set up correctly. And we know how this system works because in the previous characters, I learned that. So I'm pretty much just repeating the entire process again, but making sure I understand it from start to finish. So in the sub scene, we select our character, and it's going to be confusing if your character has the same name and you dragged in your character multiple times. So that's why I always start with a fresh Buildbox project, because then you'll just have one character in this list. So it's not as confusing. During this time, I didn't export the character correctly. That's why we have this issue. But I know it's going to be probably the character at the end. So that's one I selected for the sub scene. And for the idle animation, this list looks confusing because it is. It's usually going to be the last two animations, but just to point it out, even if you delete that duplicate character like I'm doing here, doesn't really help with the animation list. That animation list just kind of stays the same. There's an option to remove all this in the most latest Buildbox version, but during this time in the video, that's what I was struggling with. But we know it's going to be the last two animations normally. So for the idle animation, it's the second to last animation. And then for the walk, which is the same thing as run to me, is the last animation in the list. And I also do it for the run animation, selecting the last one on the list as well. And how I had it set up during this time was I was using UI joystick move. So that's why I'm dragging this node in, and I would uncheck the receive joystick node to the mobile controller, then add a UI screen and add the dynamic joystick that I have on the UI screen. Press play, and let's move this joystick around to see what happens. So the character moves around, but the animations don't play correctly with the direction. That's because we didn't connect anything to the UI joystick move just yet. So the joystick moves, but there's no animation because nothing's connected just yet. And I delete the old subscene and these keyframe animations because we don't need it anymore. The keyframe animations are already in Buildbox, so we just need to keep everything simplified and organized. That's why I deleted that. And then press play, move it around,